So what are you up to?
Well, I've been collecting herbs, you know, from the garden. Yeah, I have. So I've collected up some lavender, loads of lavender, obviously from the garden. I've just been putting them into jars and like filling them up for using in teas or baths.
Yeah, it's been lovely. The house has smelt amazing. And I did notice that when you were sitting there clearing the other day, you knocked yourself out almost from the smell.
I slept really well that night. I mean, I was just sitting here with a big basket and just, you know, preparing all the lavender. And it just, yeah, it smelled lovely. And I mean, my hands, they were just so strongly perfumed. Yeah, I slept really well that night. Anyway, I've been collecting the roses from the garden. So I've just actually got these ones from the garden because it's now raining today. So I've been doing this for a few days, just gathering herbs and things that are left before the frost comes in and ruins anything else that's left in the garden. And so I've just collected some more rose petals, and I love doing that because that's something I love doing.
Didn't you used to do that as a little girl as well?
Yes, I did. And I've been drying them out. So these ones have been drying out for a few days. And when they're done drying, I will put them all into like little pots that I've got. And I'm going to make a little tea mix of like a tea mixture, like a herb mix.
Nice. Show us what you've got there in that tray.
Well, this is just a little mixture of geranium, rose petals, and just roses from the garden, different roses, because you can use any rose petals. And I've got some thyme here, and I've actually got some, this is valerian.
Yeah, that's really good, isn't it?
It's
really
not
good.
the root though, but it's just the flowers.
Okay. Could you use both, can you?
Yeah, you can use both. Yeah.
Okay.
I've never used the flower or the root, actually. Not really, I haven't really used it, but it's very potent, the root.
I was going to say it's quite a potent one, isn't it?
The root is pretty strong, so you only use tiny amounts when you do use it because it's a relaxant. It's not Valium, but Valium takes the name from valerian.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
didn't know that.
But Valium is actually a chemical-based like creation of. But this is like the real like.
The real McCoy.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty. It can be quite strong, but the flowers aren't as strong. But you still have to be careful with them apparently. But you just put a little bit in, and it's enough just to. You know, if you need a good sleep and you're not relaxing properly, that's really good. So I might just put a little sprinkle in, you know, with the lavender. And I want to grow some chamomile next year because we've done that before, haven't we?
We have. We've grown lots of chamomile before, and we've been. This year we're not growing as much as we probably should have done, if I'm honest. But
we didn't grow any.
We didn't grow anything actually, and even the vegetables we didn't do very well with this year. But we've had a few bits and bobs, I think.
No.
But next year.
But I have actually harvested some sage, so that's drying in the kitchen. I've put some in there just so I can add a little bit of sage in because I love a bit of sage. It's really good for you, very purifying and really good for your body. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just making my own herbal teas because if you try and buy this online or at a herbal shop, which is a really great idea, but it does cost quite a lot of money. It's quite expensive. And it's just nice to make it yourself.
Yeah, it's not the same. When you buy it, it's just not the same, is it?
No, I mean, it depends. If you go to a really good herbal online shop, which I do know of some, I know one in particular that I really do actually, I trust them.
That's the one in London, isn't it?
It is the one in London. Can't remember the name though.
Into the B.
Yes.
Oh, I can't remember.
Oh, hang on, it will come back to me.
Baldwell's. Is it Baldwell's?
Something like that. Yeah. My mind's gone blank. I'll put it in the description or when I make the video, I'll just put it on. But I can't remember it now. But they're really, really good. I don't know if I think they do ship to France. I'm not sure because you have to be careful with herbs and things like that. Sometimes they're not allowed to ship things over. I don't know.
With Brexit, I don't think it helps our cause in France anyway.
I haven't tried to buy anything from there lately and I just wanted to do it myself anyway. So that's the herbal side of things. So I've still got quite a lot of lavender to go through and fill our jars up with.
I was going to say, you've got a few more bits of lavender to go through yet.
Yeah. And I think I'll show you in some clips, but we have been putting our little, well, big jars of lavender in the kitchen so that they're there on our nice shelves that we've just put up. So today I just wanted to come outside into the garden whilst it's still really nice weather. The sun is shining and it is the 1st of October today. And what I really want to do is I just want to harvest all the herbs that are in the garden before they get ruined. And I should have done it earlier, but I want to make myself a nice herbal tea that I can use throughout the winter. And I've got a few ideas. I've got some I know there's some good herbs around in the garden. I know there's some sage. I've actually just got hold of the lavender that I did harvest a few weeks ago, and it's been drying in the house. So I need to jar this up and make some nice pots of lavender for my teas. I've also collected some rose petals for my teas and hibiscus petals. Now these will probably have to dry out a little bit. And I know we've got some thyme in the garden. I've got borage that I want to go and see if there's anything that I can salvage that's any good to use. I'm not sure about the flowers. And I've got some thyme, I've got sage. So we've got lots of sage, and I want to dry out some nice sage and perhaps see if there is any mint around, and just go around the garden and see what I can find, basically. And then I'm going to make a nice, after drying them all out, I will mix them all up together and make a nice herbal tea. That's the plan. Now I have actually been writing down in my book, and I've been writing all the herbs down that are in our garden. In fact, I took lots of notes when we lived in Dartmoor of all the plants and the herbs that grew in Dartmoor. So I've got some notes in here which are really nice, actually. So I've been doing this for a few years and collecting notes of herbs and different properties that they have. But this is my new list for the garden. So I've got rose petals, thyme, lavender, chamomile. I don't have any this year. Calendula, I want to grow some. I think there might be some verbena. And the list does go on, but I've got lots of borage, and I've just found out that you can also use the leaves, borage leaves, in salads and stews and things like that. So I might start making dinner with them and eating them like that. And you can also put them in tea. You can make teas with them. And yes, and I found out that borage is related to comfrey, which because it's got a lot of anti-inflammatory and digestive properties that are really good for you, and that's why I want to go and get some, because they're really good for your digestive system and healing and helping with things like that, which is always really useful. And there's lots of skin benefits and things like that, so I'm definitely going to get myself some borage. And I'm really happy that it self-propagated itself quite a lot in our garden this year, because we planted it last year, and this year it's just gone everywhere. But I didn't harvest the little flowers early enough, and it's a shame. But next year I will be making sure that I do start to collect the flowers, because they do make lots of flowers. So we're putting some shelves up in the kitchen.
Yes, yes, I am.
We are.
We are putting some shelves up in the kitchen, without a doubt.
But we've been talking about this for a while, haven't we?
We have. You've wanted them up there for a long time, and to be honest, I think they look great, and I've wanted them up there as well because it's good to have, you know, something there. Pull that away so you can see.
No, it's just the light, the way the light comes
Yeah, it depends on the way so you can see them as well. So that's one we've put up already, which we've had our pans and that on, but we want to put another one up. So I'm just doing another one now.
Yeah, well, that was the idea. It's always been the idea was the kitchen wasn't going to be finished until we had our copper up.
No, and we're there. We're getting there.
And it is the best thing. It's going to be great. I know it's going to look. It's going to make it feel homely and finished in here. So I'm really looking forward to having the shelves up. And that's a little job we're doing then today.
Yeah, it is. And you can have a look later on and see what they look like when
we're going to have a
finished.
look when it's all up and done. And then we can see the difference it makes to the kitchen.
It does. I just now need to get them all level and make sure that they all match in line with the one below.
Yeah. I know you can do it.
Oh, I'm sure I can.
Okay, voila. There. So now we can put our coppers up there, and we've got our little copper rail going up for our utensils, and voila. Well done.
All good?
Yeah, it's
You
really
like it?
great. Yeah.
I think it looks great. I like it. It's a great idea. You
No, it's brilliant. Yeah, we wanted somewhere to put our coppers, and in this kitchen, it's been a bit tricky. That was the only place really to put our shelves, and I think it looks right because it's where the cooker is, and it's the little cooker area, cooking corner.
It's the cooking corner, and to make the shelves, we could have gone and bought lots of extra shelves. We had some bits of wood lying around, which is quite handy.
Well, yeah, these shelves were already here
and
in
we
the house.
We just bought the brackets for the walls.
So we've just bought the little brackets, and voila, Mark's done his magic. And we have some lovely rustic shelves. Actually, they just look really good. They're really simple and no fuss, natural, and it's nice to have some natural wood in here. And it looks, well, we've got these cabinets it is all ash wood, it's just painted, but it's nice to have the natural unpainted wood because we do have some of that in here. Got the table and chopping boards and things, so no, I'm really happy.
Good. So now I need to go put our son's shelf up now as well.
Yeah, I know, and I'm going to put our coppers on here, and then I'll show you how it looks. Right, so now Mark's put the shelves up in the kitchen. I think they look really good. I think they're going to look great with all our coppers on, and we're going to finally have the kitchen of our dreams with the copper in the kitchen. So I have actually got our pans ready to go on the shelf, so I'm going to start putting these on and just seeing how they look. So as you can see, I've put the pans up. I think they look, we're going to see how they look, if they stay on the top shelf or the bottom one, I'm not sure. But I also have some little coffee pot here, and I've got our théière, our little tea kettle. I've got some lavender from the garden, and I'm going to put these on the shelf as well because I think I'm going to be using them a lot and they look really sweet. Halloween decorations up. Always a bit of fun. So we've been going to a sewing shop as well, one that we really like to go to. And I love to, well, we all love going there. Our son loves sewing as well. So he always grabs a few bits that he needs when he's there. And I always like to get these kind of cushion. They're like covers that are ready to sew, ready to go. And there's all different designs that you can buy. We've got quite a few actually, haven't we? Out in the other room.
We have.
Got a little collection of them. But I saw these ones and I thought they were really nice. Little cocktail sort of kitchen style covers.
I like them. I like them.
And then what I like to do at the moment is I like to frame them. But for example, I framed this one here that we had. So it's in a nice little frame and it kind of fits the room really nice. And then our sons like this one in here, don't they?
They do. They like that one. With the little pug.
Yeah. So it's just fun and it's really, they're just really easy to make, really simple. So what I'm going to do, this is a mojito
Nice.
top cocktail one, but I've also already framed this one.
There you go, that's the one, yeah. Look at that. No, they're great.
So I thought it was just really fun. And maybe I might just maybe put them in the kitchen. I don't know where I'm going to put them.
We'll find somewhere. I'm sure they'll go in the kitchen for a little while and then we'll maybe mix them up.
That's what I was thinking because we do have a couple in the kitchen, but I really like the ones that are in the kitchen because it suits the kitchen. But this is quite nice just to change up a little bit and just a bit of fun, isn't it?
I like it. I think they're great.
So I've got these two here. That one's not framed yet.
No, but I mean, I think they look really, really nice. They look really nice.
And they're not kind of as traditional, you know, like our kitchen is like we've gone with the real Victorian traditional feel. Not forced, but it's just how we like it. And it's, you know, but these bring in a bit of kind of contemporary fun, I think.
It just brings some fun into the kitchen and, you know, fun into the house. It's nice.
And that's us as well. So we are a little bit modern sometimes, and we like a little bit of a contemporary feel sometimes.
Well, we do. It's like in this room we have the picture of, you know, Queen Elizabeth I, which looks lovely. But then on the other wall we've got a picture of a dog wearing a monocle and a hat and a
Napoleonic
Labrador,
costume.
a Labrador in a Napoleonic costume, which is great. I think it looks amazing.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a mix-up. So that's a little update, really. That's what I've been up to, and that's pretty much what we've been up to, apart from doing the hallway.
We've been doing a bit of work in the hallway. You've been busy ripping the paper off. And I've spent a bit of time today just going through filling. But it's an interesting paint job that they've had in there previously. Yeah. That's for sure.
Well, we can put a little clip up now, actually.
We absolutely can.
Of the hallway and what we've been up to recently, I suppose, decorating the house. And
absolutely.
Oh wow, it looks bigger. It looks bigger, doesn't it?
It looks a lot bigger.
It's actually echoing.
Yeah, and oops, I started a little bit on the stairs and I've done all the stairs.
I know, I can
So sorry about that. Taking your flood away from you.
Look at this.
Yeah.
No, we're doing it as teamwork.
It's good, isn't it?
Look at the patterns though on the walls.
I know. It's very, I don't know, went from very
1950s, I think.
50s, 60s, 70s.
It feels a bit 50s.
Yeah.
Maybe 40s.
Painted.
I'm not sure. We'll have to look up when was this the fashion to do this to your walls. Because it's been drawn on by hand, like this effect, like brick effect.
Brick effect, yeah, to make it look like it's bricks in the inside, which is interesting. They look like a castle, like a chateau.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
need a cup of tea though.
I need to clear up this mess.
I think we'll have a rest in a minute because we've gone a bit berserk and the paper has just been falling off the walls. Oh God.
Sorry.
Thankfully, the paper's just been coming off quite easily.
It has.
So we don't have a lot of scraping or anything to do, which
I'm really easy.
I'm really glad about that because that would be a nightmare.
It'll be a worrying thought though if you're doing the walls and all of a sudden, if they're not, and the walls are in really good condition. There's no major cracks, there's no major issues. That was my bigger concern because we didn't know what was underneath the wallpaper.
No.
And that always worries me. Is that what is it hiding? Thankfully in here, not much.
No, and even the bits that looked worrying, where it looks like there might be like cracks, there aren't cracks.
Yeah, or nothing, no big cracks anyway.
Yeah, there's no big cracks anyway that I've found. But
no, me neither. That's good. It's good.
Oh, I can't wait. This is so exciting. This is going to change the house completely though, doing this.
Already has.
Yeah, it already has. And because it is a big hallway, it's a major part of the house, isn't it? The staircase.
It is. It is. And it's going to look amazing.
It's going to be great. Okay, well done. Look at this. Oh my God, we've got tidying up to do though now.
Excuse me one moment to make a mess. Way so you can get down the stairs.
Yeah, just chuck it down there. And we'll do it together, we're going to bag it up.
Of course we'll do it together.
No, I started this in the first place, so I will clear it up. No, we'll clear it up.
We'll clear it up together because there's a lot of it. That looks a lot bigger, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks bigger, doesn't it? Wow.
Need some tongs because I can't reach one bit on the top of the stairs because it's come up. I don't want to get up on the chair because it's right on the edge.
Okay.